Hi ladies, I'm here with you today with the hope this will be very interesting and fun for y'all. I have a mold of a little gestational baby, and the baby's going to be 5 inches from about 5 inches from its head to its rump or bottom, and the legs are curled up. So I am doing this for y'all so y'all can actually see a demolding. And this is the mold, the purple thing. I hope it's going to come out. And right there, you can see the top. That's where the silicone reaches up to. Right here, I'm going to go and pull this off. And see this white plastic looking stuff that's actually what they call dragon skin silicone. And it's a very fast drying, tough silicone. And that's used to seal up the seams, so the silicone does not leak through those seams. And I'll show you that. I'm taking the rubber bands off and the elastic things. That also helps it. And I'm going to show you what I mean. See, I don't know if y'all can really see. I probably can't see that, but right here, because it's a glare, sorry. It's only light in half, so it might be a little bit better. Maybe. I don't know. Y'all really can't see it, but there is a seam here. Y'all see when I open it where I pulled that stuff off. So you're going to see where I'm going to open the actual mold, and it's going to be, that's where the seam was. It's going to look like a crack. Okay, I can see that. I'm doing this at night, so I am sorry that let me try to move. I'm going to try to move this light over in front instead of behind it. Let's see. That makes it much better. Okay, here we go. Now y'all might better see this better. You see right here where I'm opening it? This is a seam. See, it looks like it's split. That's the seam. And that's where I had that dragon skin, that silicone that keeps it shut, because you don't want that to open. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do this carefully because I don't want to tear the baby inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. You might be able to see the baby coming out. Look, it looks like it might have came out. Oh, he's upside down. Can y'all see that? Look how good. I think he came out good. Let me see. The baby's in there, and it's head down. Do you see his head? See his head down? So y'all are getting to see what they call the birth of this baby. See his head down? And he's curled up. There's his arm where my finger's pointing. I don't want to tear the mold either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger in here. And I'm going to slowly work him out. Like, just push on it. Oh, he came out, I think he's looking like he came out really good, and he's pulling away from the sides of the mold. And inside the mold, oh goodness, I lubricate it with actually coconut oil. Look, oh gosh, he came out. Look how good he came out. He came out so good. Can I see him? Look how big he is. He's the biggest one I have in my gestational baby, so he fits right in my hand. And he came out really good. And he's got his little, can I see that? That was a quick birth. There, here's the side of him. Here's his head. And he came out really good, ladies. I'm so glad y'all got to share this with me. This is the first time I poured this mold. So here's the back of him. He's curled up in the fetal position. Can y'all see his little face? Here's his eyes. Here's his eyes. His little face. And he's got his hands up to his face. And he's actually got one fist in his mouth, if you can see that. And then here's his little feet are curled up. You can kind of see it better from this way. See his little feet are curled up in the fetal position. He's got his feet right here. See how squishy he is? I am so happy, ladies. He came out, I don't like to say perfect, but he came out really good. He came out really good. He's a heavy little booger. He's heavy. Oh, for the gestational babies, he's heavy. So this is a good size. This is the biggest one I have of my gestational babies. So if he were stretched out with his legs stretched out straight. I think he'd be about 7 inches. He's a pretty handsome boy. Well, I call him a boy. He could be anything because he's covering up his little parts. Right here, this is an umbilical cord. This represents the umbilical cord. Right there on his belly. You know, see that? Look how pretty he is. And I am just very happy, ladies, because he came out just about, I don't see any air bubbles, nothing in him. This is just the residue, but that's his ears, no bubbles in his ears. Came out really good, ladies. He probably came out one of the best of all that I've had. I worked really hard on him. And I'll just kind of keep turning him around so you can see. And this is the part we saw on the top of the mold, the hole, the pour hole where you pour the silicone in. And I'm going to snip that off, of course, but that's how he was. So he was up. So he was like this. This is how he was in the mold. Well, he was like this, actually. This is how he was in the mold. And I poured the silicone right here in the hole that was on top of the mold. And it went all the way down, and it filled all the crevices. I'm excited. Look how good he came out. So there he is, in cradling in my hand. Like I said, I call him a he. I call a lot of the babies he's because I have a son, so I'm used to saying he. So I hope y'all excited. I was so surprised because with the bigger babies, like I have some full body babies that are, 12 inches, 18 and like 20 something inches, and they take a lot of work to get out of the mold. He just popped right out. He was ready to be born. So I'm excited, ladies, as y'all, and you can see the details. See the details of his face here in the light better? So I'm so happy y'all got to see his birth, because that's exactly what y'all got to see, his birth. So I'm just going to kind of turn him around while I talk so you can pick up all his details. And he is adorable. I really love this baby. Look how cute he came out. And the lady that made his sculpt, I will come back and I'll show you more of him because I'm going to paint him. I'm going to try to paint him soon. I'm going to paint him. The artist that made his sculpt, I'll give you her name because I have all information. She does beautiful work. She's out of Canada. She lives in Canada. And she makes these baby molds. He is beautiful. So I'm just kind of turning them so y'all can see his details. See his little, you can see the better of his details on his face. And I am excited. He came out so good, and he was easy to come out. It really came out good. Sure did. I mean, he was an easy birth. He came out quick. And see, I do my babies in EcoFlex 20. I don't use Slacker. So my babies are soft. You can see how squishy they are. They're soft, but they are also firm. I guess that makes sense. They're soft, but they're durable. Okay, I'll put it that way. I don't use Slacker. Slacker softens it some, and I just prefer not to use Slacker because it's easiest for me. So he's EcoFlex 20. So I set all this up. I expected it to be a longer video because I thought he was going to be, we had to do some birthing pains to get him out, but he popped right on out. So I am excited, ladies, how good he came out. I hope y'all can see his details. It's kind of hard. There, you can see his details. See? His little eyes and nose, and he's got his hand. One hand is up to his mouth, like he's stuck it on his fingers. And the other hand is on his chin. He's a big fella, and I'm going to weigh him and see how much he weighs. So he came out really good, and sometimes you either get bubbles when you're doing the full silicones, or you get what I call, like you're pulling it, and like I said, it could be hard birth, and you're pulling that baby out, and you can get stretch marks actually in the silicone, like on the baby. But he has no stretch marks, he has no bubbles. He turned out beautiful. So I just want to share this with you, and I'm so happy that y'all got to see his birth actually coming out of his mold. So there you go. I'm going to wash him up tonight, and I'll be cutting this flat part here, the excess off his little rump. And I'll be washing him up, and I'm going to be painting him soon because he's so cute. I've got to paint him. Anyway, thank you, ladies, for sharing this with me. I was very excited because I don't think I've ever really shown you a demolding video. I've showed you of the tiny cupcake. Well, they're candy molds like this. And I did him today, too. And this is a bunny. It's a little baby dressed up like a bunny with a tail on it and his little knit tail diapers and ears and a hat. I might, if I have time, I'm going to be paint some of those up to sell, maybe just one or two for Easter. But I'm just excited about this handsome fellow right here. So thank you for watching, and I'm very excited that y'all shared this birth with me with the silicone baby. See, he's the size of my hand. He cradles right in my hand, or he's out a little bit out of my hand because he's a big boy. And I'm so excited I got to share this birth with you of this sweet baby. I think this is actually the first birth. I've demolded, like I said, some of the smaller little, they call them cake molds, are from cakes. I mean, not cakes, candy or like cakes. But he is not from a cake mold. No, he's not. And I'm glad y'all got to share this experience with me. So I'll talk to you soon. Stay safe and stay blessed. And I possibly, since he came out so wonderful, he poured so easy and came out, I will possibly be pouring some more of these to sell because it came out really nice. So I will talk to you soon. Stay safe and stay blessed. And thank you for watching.